It's Germany. And the roads are so friggin' narrow. Let me tell you, driving in Germany is no fun when you're on in the small towns. Because we'd have to drive down through town to get to the Autobahn, or what we call here in the U.S. freeway. And I had to make this left turn with a huge, well, I was going to say 5-ton, but it was a 2.5 truck, a 2.5-ton truck, huge cargo truck, pulling a trailer. And I had to make this left turn, and there's cars sitting at the light, and kind of maneuver it so the trailer didn't take out the corner of the car. Well, as I'm doing this, there's this lady pushing her baby in a stroller on the sidewalk. I was like, all of a sudden I'm like, okay, baby or car, which one am I going to hit? Because I'm going to hit one of them. I didn't hit either one. I was like, whoa, whoa. And so I'm going straight again. I looked over at the dude who was riding with me. I go, what was his name? Oh, what was his name? I looked over at him. I go, dude, I thought I was going to take out that car. He goes, I thought you was going to take out the baby. I was like, oh my God. What was that guy's freaking name? We had a Christmas show, and him and his buddy, you could get up and do an act if you wanted in the Christmas show, and him and his buddy were called No Rhythm. No Rhythm. And they even had their own little slogans and taglines. They were like, yeah, we're No Rhythm. Two white guys trying to bebop style or whatever they I think they said two white guys trying to be Ebony. And so they got up there and they danced to Dougie Fresh. I can't do it, but they were stupid. That was dumb. They were like, 6 minutes, Dougie. 6 minutes, Dougie. Stupid. Yeah, I remember that. They were like spinning on the floor and stuff. And then they had this one guy. His name was Johnny Johnson. Johnny Johnson, he was like, oh man, he was weird, man. And he got up and sang James Brown. What song did he sing? It's a Man's World? I think it was a Man's World. But it's the one where at the end where James Brown gets on one knee and cries. And he did that and everything. All the girls are like throwing their scarves and stuff at him. I'm like, are you kidding me? This guy's a weirdo. He was really freaking weird. He was sending money to his girl back home. And I said, dude, why are you sending your girlfriend money? I'm going to marry her. He used to talk like this, too. He talked like this. And he was from Cleveland. I think he was from Cleveland. And he was sending his girl money. We were all like, Johnny, she's ripping you off. So Johnny stopped sending her money. He just, he wrote her and he said, look, I'm not going to send you any more money, but I have a surprise for you. I'm coming home. I'm going to take vacation this summer, and I'm going to come home and I'm going to, you know, I want to talk to you, but I'm going to stop sending you money. He wrote this in a letter, you know, because me and him used to talk all the time about personal stuff. And so he went home on vacation. He went home on leave, furlough, whatever you want to call it. And he comes back from, you know, after 3 weeks, and he's pissed. He's just like, you know, whatever, screw it, you know. And I'm like, dude, you okay? I mean, what happened? Well, she broke up with me. I'm like, what? What do you mean she broke up with you? Well, she said she got pissed because I wasn't sending her no more money. Duh. So it's like, she broke up with him because he asked her to marry him. Yeah, the money's coming in. And then he found out she had a boyfriend the whole time. The whole time. So we had this girl who came there, and her husband was like in the Marine Corps, but he was transferring to the Army. He was going like from Marine Corps to the Army, which you can do. I don't know if you can, I'm sure you can still do it, but you could do that at the time if you met certain criteria. You could do what's called an intermilitary transfer, like go from one service to the other service, if your job, you know, meets the certain other service. So he was going from the Marines to the Army, and he was going to join her in Germany. And I was there for 3 years. This was kind of right after I got there that this girl came into our battalion. She was in another company. Well, like, her husband had some complications transferring to the Army, but they were keeping in touch and everything. Well, after she was there for like about 15 months on a 3-year tour, you could do 2 years or 3 years, I think. I was there for 2 years, Germany, 2-year German tour, and I extended for a year to re-enlist. So I was there for 3 years the first time. Now she's there for like almost 15 months, you know, just a few months over a year, and he shows up there in Germany. He finally shows up. They haven't seen each other for over a year. He's like, you know, and I remember when the guy first got in the battalion, because I first seen the guy the first day or second day he was there, and he was talking about, yeah, my wife is here, and I just transferred from the Marines. I go, oh, you're that guy? Yeah, your wife said that you know. He goes, oh, you know her? I go, yeah, we were talking out in the field, and she was telling us how her husband was in the Marines. He was joining the Army and coming over. He goes, yeah, he goes, I had some problems, you know, and it kind of took a little longer than what I thought it was going to take. We didn't want to tell the guy. We felt so bad. We just didn't tell him that his wife, who we hadn't yet seen because he had just got there in country, was about 6-7 months pregnant. His wife had been there for a little over a year. They hadn't seen each other in that time, and she was 6 or 7 months pregnant. Yeah, welcome to the U.S. Army. Oh, I love it, man. You gotta love Germany. You gotta love Germany, man. Oh, the drama. We had this guy, and he was my roommate for a while. What was his name? Specialist Torrey? I think his name was Torrey. T-O-R-R-E-Y. That was his name, wasn't it? Yeah, Torrey. And he thought he was just the cat's meow. Women love him. Yeah, I'm on all the women. And he was cheating with this guy's wife. Now, this guy's name was Fagan. And I say that out of respect. Fagan was out of North Carolina. Fagan was a great guy. He was a very funny guy. He was a very fun guy to hang out with and to drink with. And he was stocky. This guy was built like an engine block. But old Torrey, you know, he won't mess around with his wife because he's the cat's meow. And so, I guess one night through the rumor mill, I don't know exactly what happened, but I guess Fagan came home early from drinking. His wife runs upstairs as fast as she can with a night robe on. You know, Fagan's like, thought somebody's behind me. He's like, what the hell's that all about? So he went running upstairs to find the other guy climbing out the window. He didn't get all the way out. Grabs him, pulls him back in the room, and beats the shit out of him. That's the rumor of what happened. Well, something obviously happened to that guy, because on Monday, when we saw him after that weekend, now I didn't hear that story until later. But what I do know is Monday, you know, we had the weekend, and then Monday we come to work, and his face was and purple right here. He was missing all the teeth right here. They were gone. All his teeth were gone. His eyes were like all puffed up and closed, and he had purple and red running all the way back to his ears. He was just, he looked like somebody beat him with a tire iron. I kid you not. He got the shit kicked out of him. And we're like, dude, you cheated with Fagan's wife. The guy that's built like an engine block. He's fucking suicidal. This guy was stocky and big, and he, you know, I mean, the drama that went on in Germany. Well, I got a few more stories, but I'm out of time. Next week, I'm going to continue these. It's all coming back to me. I want to tell you guys about Glühwein. Glühwein. Actually, I'll wait until my second trip to Germany to tell you about Glühwein, because I really drink a lot of it there. It was more popular in Darmstadt than it was in Frankfurt. Talk about it later. See you guys next week for Army Life.